Oh man, I'm doing it today. Doing it. We're already done unloaded. I don't know what else I can say, man. Probably the best load I've ever done right there. I'm gonna I'll talk about it extensively in the weekly recap video next week. Be sure to subscribe and turn your notifications on so you get to see that. Superb load though, superb load. Unloaded in about, I don't know, 15 minutes. I did have to unload it, I will say that. So that was a bummer. But, it's like, I don't mind getting out of the truck and doing a little something every now and again. It's like, it's good for you. It's good for you. Let me get this other phone rolling. Let me get this other phone rolling real quick. Shimon. Oh, what's going on? Not much. We're unloaded in the strip mall. Hanging out in the strip mall over here. They got a dock. I got a picture of it. I got a photo of the truck in the dock. It's good stuff. Earned my money this morning backing into that dock. I will say not too bad though. Not I don't know. I wouldn't go to the Petro and sit at the front counter and tell everybody I did it. It was a little tough. It was a little tough. Not like super tough, but it had its let's go party on the Mike's Pike Bubs. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know what this weather doing, what it's doing. I may just hang out here for today. You know what I mean? Supposed to be snowing and stuff here today. Let me like my own video. Just hit the like on my own video. But yeah, I checked my weather app yesterday. Stupid weather app. I got to get a new weather app, man. This one's a joke. I checked yesterday and it said 10, or maybe that was Saturday I checked. Maybe it was Saturday. Either way, they should be able to predict the weather for 2 days out, with all the technology they got. So yeah, it said 10% chance of precipitation in Boston today. And I said, oh, good deal, man. Good deal. Get in and get out, And then I heard some people in Pennsylvania talking about a snowstorm coming. And I was like, these people don't know what they're talking about. They need to get a weather out like I got, And not really. But yeah, and now this is what I'm dealing with today. We're going to have a little weather. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of Pennsylvania when it snows. It's like they can't handle it, man. They can't handle it. So I don't know. We got some freezing rain here right now. It's like 34 degrees. So it's not like the end of the world, Like I would still truck this. This is nothing. Like this is like rain with a little bit of ice pellet in it, Just mind my P's and Q's and going about my business. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like kind of wanting a day off. I wish I was at the house to take a day off, but at the same time, this load paid exceptionally well. This is one of those, when people talk about a unicorn load, this is like finding a unicorn that poops gold nuggets. Sorry, trying to get my phone charger to stay charging here. But no, this load here, man, crazy. It weighed less than 600 pounds for the whole load. It was 15 cases. And they shipped 15 cases via semi, dedicated truck, all the way from Minneapolis to Boston. And they paid handsomely for it too, let me tell you. I don't want to give away the number. I'm going to save it for the weekly recap, but let's just say, let's just say if you was making $1 on a lease purchase, you'd still be driving to make this kind of money. You would have had to drive all damn week. So not cheese actually, Paul. Let me get to some comments here. Let's see. Rick in the house, DIY semi subs. Shimon. This man is nonstop with the lives. Yeah, I put them out. As long as they work, I put them out. If nobody comes in, then I stop doing them. So, I was watching this guy Trucks this morning. He had a very good point of view. He said the hate likes pay just as much as the love likes, or the views. Excuse me. I screwed that up. Worse it. Jesus. All right. So he says, the hate views pay as much as the love views. It's very true. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people come in just to hate, and I'm like, hey, come on in with that hate. I'll probably change your mind. The real BOC says, let's go party on the Mass Pike, bub. Yeah, I'm up here with the bubs. Hey, bubs. I really just want to get out of the bubs, you know. Like I said, I pretty much go anywhere from here because this is probably the worst place I'll go is Boston. So, you know, nothing against Boston. It's just I don't know it. I don't know it. My GPS doesn't know it either, apparently. Like, I mean, it found this place, but whenever I have to, like, start getting down 95, man, like, get through all the tunnels and everything, it don't work out so well for me. Let's see. Long time ago, I had to have the cops come help me off the street. Yeah, I couldn't make a left-hand turn because they were double parked. There was a cars parked on the street, and then there was a moving truck double parked. And I couldn't make a left on a road I needed to turn left on because of that moving truck was parked in the way. So I just went down to the next street, and the next street was no lefts. And then I said, oh, I'll go down to the next street. And the further I went, the more residential it got. And by the time I got to where I could actually make a left, I couldn't make a left because it was like a tiny little street. So had to call the Boston PD to come back me up. And I will say this: they were very nice about it. You know, they stopped traffic for about, I don't know, 15 seconds so I could back up, make a left, and off I went. Things happen, man. Things happen. Paul Harris says, take it. We didn't give you the Boston welcome. Get the F out of this neighborhood. No, I mean, I chill here all night. Still chilling here. Got unloaded back up over here where I was at. Don't have a load out of here yet. I don't know. Waiting on to see what's happening today. You know, may just hang out here today. I'm not sure. If I could get something coming out of here, I'd take it. You know, paying decent. But if we're looking at $1 freight coming out here, I may wait till the weather passes. You know, like I'm not gonna risk everything for $1 a mile. Let's see. Lone Star Transport, thank you for coming in. Rick N says, I was watching DIY replay and YouTube actually gave me a notification. Wow, there you go. That's crazy. It's crazy. A lot of people have been saying they ain't getting the notifications from me because YouTube is in love with the bigger channels, I think. I think if you're watching like a really big channel, I don't think they'll give you a notification to go watch a small channel. You know, they got their money makers. They know who makes the money. They got they got it all figured out. So that's my excuse. Real BOC says you're going to get annihilated in Boston. Try your best to get southwest. It's raining in Connecticut. Okay. Yeah, I figured if I can't get out of here, I'm just going to chill today. I'm not going to fight this weather all day. It ain't my style. But you know, if I could get something out of here, I'd run it. Get over, you know, because like as long as the load's got a little time on it, you know, I can always get it picked up and then go park, and then you know get up once you know they clean up the roads a little bit, you know, this afternoon and tomorrow, and you know run the heck out of it. King Russell says, Cash, could you look for jobs in Atlanta for owner-operator next time, please? Yeah, I think Atlanta is the next city, actually. Kangaroo Trucker wanted Atlanta. He requested Atlanta. And then I had a lot of suggestions on last week's video. So I've got probably the next 4 or 5 weeks already picked out. I think we're going to go, so it's Atlanta. And then I'm trying to think of who. Somebody suggested another city after Atlanta. We had Denver and Detroit in there. So we're going to do those 4 next. Those are all good cities. I was planning on Denver last week, but then Mark requested El Paso. So I did El Paso for Mark. You know, so yeah, Atlanta is coming up. Atlanta's next. I'll try to focus on some owner-operator stuff. You know, I like to see what the local market's paying, and then you know, I like to see what, you know, standard OTR pay is in an area because, you know, like El Paso was paying pretty good, I thought, for like, because you always got to compare your cost of living to what you're going to be making. You know, it's like And for El Paso to be paying like it was, I thought it was pretty good because I don't think the cost of living is very expensive in El Paso. Um, Fleet Nav Cash, how is this only your 105th live stream? Are you sure it's not like 150,000? I'm getting up there, man. I'm running them up. I did 3 yesterday alone. I got 21 in the house right now, 12 likes. Let's dry hump that like button for me if you could. Just rub on it a little bit. Tell it you love it. Andy's World says, a better you than me, Cash. No snow in Michigan. I used to have a neighbor that called it Michigan. He was from Detroit. He called it Michigan. Back up in Michigan. I was like, Michigan? Where the hell's Michigan? Good guy, though. Good guy. Paul Harris says, I guess we needed that cheese. No cheese. No cheese for you today, Paul. I did bring a dairy product, though, but I don't want to give too much away. Business School Dropout says, weather is nice at Cisco, Arizona. There you go. This is what I'm getting right now. Of course, I got the window fogged over my heavy mouth breathing, but it's raining some ice pellets, but it kind of looks like it's turning more to rain now. I think it's going to be, how the weather apps and channels always hype it up because they want you to keep looking and viewing and checking it every 5 minutes. So, global warming and whatnot. Am I right? Like, I don't even worry about the snow no more. I mean, we get 5 snowfalls a year. Like, as long as I'm not in Wyoming or somewhere like that where they shut the freeway down for 3 days, I really don't care. Because, it's like I can just time it out. Like Wisconsin the other day was snowing. I just stopped. When it started snowing, I stopped. And I got up the next morning and they'd had all night to clean the roads and salt them. And, they had them looking so good. And I come blazing through there. So yeah, thanks for rubbing it in, Business School Dropout. We appreciate you talking about being in Arizona. Haters are the only reason my channel still exists, says BOC. Yeah, sometimes you need the haters. You know what I mean? I love the Cat Williams joke where if I got 5 haters today, I need 10 haters tomorrow. It's like let's see. Rick N says, I'm going to a different line. Wait, hang on. Let me learn how to read. I'm going to give in different likes till I get a wrench. Oh, if you want a wrench, just say you want a wrench, man. I got wrenches, and I don't care who knows it. Yeah, Rick, there you go, brother. Wrenched up. But now you got to be a moderator, so every time I go live, you got to come in and you got to stay in the whole time, so that is the obligation of having a wrench. Paul Harris says, I can't tell if you're in the tunnel or the surface roads. You have stay alert driving through Boston. Yeah, my GPS will say, go this way. And, it's like, well, I'm in a tunnel, guy. I can't go this way. I mean, I'm kind of boxed in here. And, yeah, so that's my deal with Boston. You gotta watch some of these roads, like you're saying, man. You gotta watch them. The road I was on the right path. I had I had Google mapped it and everything, but there's always that variable that you don't think about. You don't think about a moving truck double parked on the corner of a street, and I mean, I knew I couldn't make it. So I just had to keep going, and I got myself in a pickle, and yeah, I was like, I wasn't sure I should make the left that I ended up making. I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm going to go one more street down. And the way it looked is that street was supposed to take me straight to where I was going. But that was like a heavy residential street. Like that was like cars parked on both sides of the road, like no trucks, and never. So, yeah, I had to call 911 and call the Bostonian police and said, hey man, I made a wrong turn. I'm not from here. I said, I need 40 acres to turn this rig around. So that's what we did. Trucking Answers in the house. 10 for 10 inches of snow soon. Oh, man, is that what we're getting here? I'll make snowballs and throw them at people if that's the case. I'll just what I'm going to do is I'm going to get here and make snowballs, and I'm going to put them in my freezer. And then as I'm going down the road, I'm going to throw them at people to let them know I don't like their driving. Seems like a good thing to do to me. But yeah, I got in a little trouble down here one time. Next time I'm calling you, Paul. You can come help me. Mark says, good morning, peoples. Hey, what's up, Mark? How's it going out there in trucker world? Trucker world, trucker world. Yeah, thank you, Trucking Answers. I appreciate that. I got a new video idea I'm working on right now. It's called 1680. I think that ought to be the new minimum wage for OTR truck drivers. 1680. And that's $10 an hour for every hour of the week. Because let's face it, you work every hour of the week if you're OTR. If you're a company driver, you don't get to, you don't get no time off. You don't get to go home. You sit out on the road and the truck stops. So I think every hour should be paid. And I think 1680 should be the minimum wage. And I got a whole spiel about it, but I'll save it for the video. But I just little teaser there, little teaser. 1680 is what I think the minimum wage for OTR should be. It's like 80. It's pushing up into 80 grand. Like man, I did the math on that. I can't remember. Let's see here, and I think that should be 52 weeks a year. I think that should be the way it is. Yeah, that's $87,000 a year. That's what I think trucker minimum wage should be. Sorry, let me see if I can get this phone to charge. Stupid charger. But yeah, that's what I think trucking minimum wage should be. 1680. It ought to be 1680. If the company can't find you enough work to make 1680 a week and to pay you, good riddance. I think 1680 is the number. We've been giving it away for too long now. It's time to buckle down and demand what we want, because and I'm not saying like we should all unite in a union. If we do, let's elect me the president of the union, though. Just saying. I think we should have a yacht. The union should definitely have a yacht, for its members, i.e. me. We should probably have a big tour bus, because I got to go different places. Not like flying, like getting on planes with people, they're evil, I want to be on my pure bus. I'm going to call it the pure bus. Only pure and innocent. But yeah, if we do start a union, I say I'm the president. Just saying. But other than that, I don't think we should start a union personally. I think we should all be in our own personal union. You know what I mean? And I don't mean what you do in the bunk by yourself when nobody's looking. I'm saying we should be in a union with ourself and our mind, because I'm not going to work for, CRST or name a mega carrier. I shouldn't pick on CRST, let's say all of them, Swift, Knight, Prime, Western Express. I'll call them all out. We need to stop working for companies like that. And working for free, basically, is my thing. That's the union I think we should start, a personal union. I pay my union dues to myself every week. But am I getting proper representation? Lone Star says, make sure you set the notification bell to all, or you may not get certain ones. Yeah, I've been noticing that here lately. People that I thought I was subscribed to, I'm not subscribed to. I had to go back and subscribe to a couple people. I don't know how that works. I don't know what YouTube's doing, but, and yeah, notifications. I could have swore I had notifications on all for certain people, but, I don't know. Taylor Smith in the house. What's up, fellas? Not much. We're chilling in Boston. Here goes my Boston accent acting up again. Rick N says, honestly, videos like job search, but do it for used trucks. What's good? What's bad? Your opinion on fuel mileage, etc., etc. Yeah, that's DIY was gonna get after that. Me and him talked about that one time. Because he knows more about trucks. You know what I mean? I keep up with the engines. I try to maintain some knowledge, but he knows like the inner workings of these trucks. So we need to petition DIY to do that. DIY, there he is. He's got a channel. Check him out. Good channel. Same thing with Trucking Answers. You guys, if you guys don't watch Trucking Answers here at about, normally around like, I see I'm on Central Time. Normally it starts at like 11:30 Central Time, noon Central Time, something like that. Set your notifications to all the Trucking Answers. Watch that live feed over there. That's a good time. And I'm not just saying that because he gave me $10. I watch it every week religiously. You know, I build my week around it, honestly. Like, if I'm driving and it comes on, I pull over and stop, and I call the customer and tell them the freight will be there when it gets there. I mean, I don't go that far, but I do stop and watch it every week. You know, I try to make sure I'm far enough ahead. Of course, I'm a reefer driver, so 90% of the time I'm sitting in a dock. So, meant to do this live on StreamYards, man. I keep forgetting to do the freaking StreamYards. Let's see. DIY says, Shamoom, smash the like button. Hee hee. That's Cash Jackson for you right there. I get up and do a moonwalk right here. You don't double dog dare me. I get up and do it. I'll moonwalk a hole in this floor. Brian O'Shea. Sounds like a Bostonian. Brian O'Shea. Bad weather coming to the tri-state area Wednesday evening. All right. Hopefully I'm way up out of here by then. Way up out of here. I've been looking at some loads going southeasterly, but to be honest with you, like, I don't know. I hate running down 95, man. I hate it. I'd rather take a swat with a cane pole. You know what I mean? I'd rather be hit like that boy that painted that graffiti in the 90s on the wall over there in wherever that was, in Singapore, I think. And they soaked a cane pole in water for like 3 days, and then they took it out and they smacked him with it. Oh, God. I'd rather do that than run up and down 95. Salute to the guys that run up and down 95. Paul Harris says there's a lot of pros here. Jake brakes, can you use them in rain, snow? Watching this rookie using Jakes on ice/snowy roads. I use my Jakes accordingly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, if I'm just pulling up to a stop sign, probably not going to hit the Jakes. You know what I mean? Like, to me, my Jake brake is kind of reserved. Like, I might go level 1, you know, if it's like I got to stop kind of soon. But I don't just ride around hitting the Jakes for the hell of it, you know? Like, I don't know. It just don't work for me. It just don't do it for me. Now, if I'm going down a mountain and I've got enough traction to drive, yeah, I'll hit the Jake brake. You know, I'm not going to burn my brakes out going down a hill. You got to use the brakes at certain times, but I'm not a heavy Jake breaker. Usually level 1, level 2 is like my max. If I go level 3, I'm already applying foot brake, because in these Freightliners, if you go level 3, it will rev the truck to like 2,200 RPMs, and I ain't about that. So if I go level 3, I'm already giving it some foot brake as I go to level 3 to kind of make it, you know, keep that RPM down a little bit. But it's rare that I go level 3. Like, I've really got to have a heavy load on some long grade. And I mean, honestly, I run like the Midwest and the Northeast and the Southeast over to Texas area. So, I mean, I don't really run a lot of mountains, you know, like when you go out West, you got to do what you got to do. But, you know, like Mont Eagle, Black Mountain, 68 across Maryland. I run that sometimes, you know, those are the mountains I run. So it's like, I mean, I used to have a truck. When I started out trucking, the first truck I ever got did not have a Jake brake. I had a 2000, I think it was a 2000 or 2001 Columbia. It did not have a Jake brake on it. You know, I mean, it was a 10-speed, and I took 44,000 pounds up and down Black Mountain. I took it over to Baltimore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You don't need a Jake brake. It's handy to have a Jake brake, but you don't have to have one. Yeah, I mean, ice, I'll be honest with you, if it's ice, like if there is ice on the road, like a good layer of ice, you shouldn't put anything on the road. Jake brakes or not. Like, ice is where people get, you know, hurt. Like, I don't drive on ice. I drive on snow, driving snow, but when it turns to a sheet of ice, I'm done. I'm over it. Because I don't care what you do. I don't care how good you are. If the tire don't grip, it don't matter. Let's see. Paul Harris says Boston was not made for trucks, horses and buggies only. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I traded in a horse and buggy on a 53-foot trailer with a, you know, conventional sleeper truck. I'm about 70-something feet long here. Fleet Nav Trucking Answers, what's up? Slapping five. Brian O'Shea says, I am retired new NYPD, cool, and have Had to help truckers out in Manhattan when they made wrong turns. I shut down traffic and hopped in the cab because it was the only time I could see the trucks. I could see the trucks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. The best thing to do is just stay calm and call for help. You know, that's all you can do. Because, you know, I wasn't going to back up into you know, it was a pretty busy intersection. He had to shut down for about 10 or 15 seconds so I could back up. And even with the cop in the middle of the intersection with his lights on, there were people still trying to make turns and do stuff. And you know, it's like, I know with me and my flashers on, nobody was going to stop for me. You know, and I wasn't going to back up into an intersection like that. So just had to do what I had to do. Had to do. Damn, most people would push for 20 plus. Yeah. Well, see, the thing I'm saying is, the reason I say 16.80 on the minimum wage is because you're getting paid $10 for every hour. You're getting paid $10 an hour to sleep. You're getting paid $10 an hour for everything. And that, like I say, that's a minimum wage. You know, that's the minimum wage. So if you worked, let's do some quick math here. I got this other phone charging. Sorry. I always forget to charge this thing. Let's do some quick math here. So if you worked 16.80, if you worked your full 70 hours, that'd be $24 an hour straight time. So that would probably be about $18 or $19 with overtime. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it's a perfect plan, but I'm saying it's like, it's a hell of a lot better than what they're getting right now. You know, like there's guys out here working at, you know, there's guys out here working at CR England right now making $500 a week, you know? And I think what would happen is, and I don't want to give it away. I put it all in a video. But yeah, I think 16.80 a week is a good minimum wage to be an OTR truck driver right now. Because the way that I got that set up, that's a salary, and you know, you earn like a day off for every, you know, 6 or 7 days you worked. And I think the way that works is, sorry, I'm parked in the way and people are starting to show up now. I was thinking maybe I should move, but I'm like, nah, they can work around me. But anyway, back to my story. So even on your days off, you're getting your salary. So, you know, 16.80 a week, you know, divided by 7, that's $240 a day. Hell, that should have been easy math. 24 hours a day, $10 an hour. So even on your days off, you're getting that, you know, you're getting that 240. That's, you know, so that's why I think it's a fair salary, because you're getting paid for your time off. You're getting paid for your time on, you know, and I think if we brought a standard like that to the industry, we'd get rid of a lot of the yahoos out here, you know, like, you know, the crusty toe flip floppers, you know, because, you know, I'm just saying it would bring the level of, you know, because these guys that act like yahoos out here, they're the ones at Western Express or wherever making, you know, $300 a week. And they got no pride in the job, because why would they? They make $300 a week. They're gone 7 days a week for like $40 a day, you know, $50 a day, you know. So, I mean, even if you're making $100 a day, it's a waste out here. Go home, do something at home, because, you know, at $700 a week, to be gone all the time, no, it don't work for me. It don't work like that. So that's where I think, you know, that's why I think 16.80 as a minimum salary would be good. And, you know, the more experience you have, and, you know, the less headache these companies want to deal with, they'll hire more experienced drivers. And a more experienced driver will demand, you know, a higher premium on pay. You know, and I hate that. I don't like minimum wage. Honestly, I don't think we should be implementing minimum wage. But at the same time, I think my theory on this is we're bringing in a lot of people that, you know, we're bringing in a lot of foreigners. We're bringing in a lot of people, you know, that they think $700 a week is a ton of money to be out here killing it, you know. But it's like, as far as the industry, I think it hurts the whole industry. So I'm kind of in favor of a minimum wage on OTR. Now, I know that's probably never going to happen. So my best hope is to just educate drivers, at what kind of money the company's making off of you. You know what I mean? Like, I pull CR England freight sometime. Their spot market freight pays good. It does. They've got contracts that pay excellent. Do they pass that on to the driver? Hell no, they don't pass that on to the driver. They keep as much of that as they can. They buy these fleet trucks for, $100,000. They put a third bunk in them. They run them to death. I was watching a thing about Detroit engines the other day, and CR England was their partner. They were testing the trucks with, because CR England was putting the most amount of miles on the truck in the first year. They were bringing trucks back that had like 280,000 miles in the first year. I mean, the truck's paid for in a year at that point, And Detroit was taking the engines apart, and seeing how they were holding up and everything. But yeah, I mean, like, you think they're sharing that money? No. Rick N says, well, the problem is you own your own truck. Yeah, it could be a problem. Trucker Wild in the house. What's up, Trucker Wild? It says, word, 1,000 subs. Thank you, Cash. Oh, man, you already made it there? Dang, son, you want a bullet train. You want a bullet train. Everybody go check out Trucker Wild, a good channel over there. He's doing it. He's doing it. I seen BOC posted that, he posted a picture of your truck all shined up. I was like, damn. Ain't nothing like a shiny Kenworth. Ain't nothing like it. Peaches and Grease says, haha, people don't even come together like that anymore. Too many clashing ideas and especially egos. That's why we can't even organize a decent strike that works. Yeah, I don't think we should organize a strike. Honestly, I'm not for a strike. I'm for respect and wages. And we don't have to strike to get those. We just got to stop working for these crap companies. I use Mark's crap company there. What, Trucker Wild? Yeah, I just seen that, Trucker Wild. What the heck? $100 super chat from Trucker Wild. He now is the official show sponsor. We will run Trucker Wild ads every 15 minutes on the like clockwork, man. Thank you. Dang, son, I appreciate that. Tell BOC thank you, and thank you to you as well, man. Y'all are killing it over there. Like I said, everybody go check out Trucker Wild. Good channel. I like that Kenworth, man. I know you're talking about getting another truck, but I just don't know, man. I like that truck. I love a Kenworth, and those, I don't know, those are tough looking trucks, man. I don't know if I could get rid of it. Trucker Wild, what's up? Let's see, where was I at? Trucker Wild's got me all flustered now. I'm like, got me sweating over here. I feel like I got to do a good job now. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing super chats over here. I seen it pop up on this other phone over here, and I couldn't see the amount, but I'm like, that's a red super chat. I don't know if I've ever seen a red super chat. Man, thank you very much. Let me see, where was I? Man, I'm so far behind. Let me get caught up here. Dang, son, I'm way behind. Yeah, I don't think we need to strike, though. I think we just need a education. Channels like Trucking Answers. You know what I mean? Channels like DIY Semi. Channels like Trucker Wild, like Dirty Broke. People like that are educating drivers to, like, you can do better than working at, Pick a Mega Carrier, Western Express. Like that's where we need to be. Because I think striking would actually, I don't know, it puts a bad image, in people's head. I think, it kind of lingers for a long time. So I think we change the industry by just not accepting low pay or, working for people that don't respect us. But yeah, Lone Star Transport says, congrats, Wild. Yeah, man, that was like freaking quick. We got to talk strategies. Trucker Wild. you got some subs quick, man. It took me forever to get to 1,000. Of course, I'm I don't know. I go back and watch my old videos, and I'm like, I see why it took me so long. Yeah, I'll download those. I'll download those messages in a minute, Trucker Wild. If I download them, it like shuts down the live for a minute. My phone isn't the greatest. Peaches and Grease says, but I agree. If I'm not home, I tell people I'm working because it's just true. Yeah, if you're on the road, man, you're like me right now. I'm working. You know, like I'm sitting here. I'm not at home. I'm not free to go to my house right now because I'm 1,500 miles from the house. I'm working. When I was asleep last night, I was working. You know what I mean? Like, because this freight, let's face it, I'm responsible for it for every minute it's on that trailer. You know, so I'm working. Mark M says, yeah, right, man. Truckers don't even look at each other anymore like a guy in a long-nosed Pete is ever going to agree with a guy in a Volvo. Oh, that's so true, man. That's why I'm cracking up. Oh, yeah. I look down on people that drive trucks other than the kind I got. That's so true. We're too divided. If you want to change, you need a union. See, I don't think we need a union. I don't. I mean, if we get a union, I want to be the president. That's the only way I'm joining. I won't join as a member. And see, there we go. There we go. Truckers don't even agree on that. But I don't think we need a union. I think we need education. I don't need to pay dues and, into some sort of trucker union. I mean, I'm not against it. I've paid dues before. I've been in a couple unions. But I think we just need to educate, man. Like, if these guys at CR England knew what I made on some of these CR England loads I pull, oh, dude, they'd go ballistic over there at the CR England training camp, the puppy mill, whatever they call it these days. I think we need education. That's why I put numbers out here. Like Trucker Wild said one day, we couldn't agree on a free cup of coffee out here. Truckers can't agree on Oh, okay. Well, there it is. He said it just right there. You can't get 10 truckers to agree on a free cup of coffee. Yeah, you said that in a video the other day, man. It totally, that's funny you put it in there right as I was saying it. Or I read it right as I was saying it. But yeah, man, you said that, and I was like, that is so true. That is the perfect example of truckers. You can't get them to agree on anything. Like one guy will tell you, oh, the Volvo engine is the best engine ever. And then you'll go right next to the next trucker and he'll say, I wouldn't have a Volvo engine if my life depended on it, So I think we just need to educate the new guys, That's why I made those videos like, do you want to become a truck driver? Or is now a time to start being a truck driver? I can't remember what I called it, but I made videos like that because I want to bring guys into the industry the right way and not get them like don't get taken advantage of by some big mega carrier like Pam Transport, Like for me, I would rather tell a guy, there are better companies you can start with out there than Pam or, whatever. Like there's some nice like 300 to 400 truck carriers out there that I think are way better to start with than one of these 5,000 truck fleets. Randy, oh man, what a name. We're going to call you Randy Rose. Okay, I'm an idiot. Randy Rose, nice name. Took me a minute. I was thinking it started with the, either way. $20 driving and $10 sitting, loading, unloading, no touch. Yeah, I mean, see, can't agree on nothing. I mean, I think a salary is the way to do it. $16.80 minimum wage sounds fair to me. Because if you're a new guy coming into the industry, you're not as productive as a seasoned vet. But and also, I think I think a lot of these carriers pay low pay to keep people where they're at. I do. I think they trap them in a cage of week to week paychecks. And it's a tough way to live, but they don't care, because they got end users. CR England calls their drivers end users, which annoys me. Whew, hair looking funky hair. Trucker Wild says you can't. Okay, yeah, you can't get 10. I love that comment, man. That's like I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt for real. You can't get 10 truckers to agree on a free cup of coffee. Seriously, go to the iron skillet and sit at the bar or sit at a table next to the counter, and just listen to the truckers talk. If they start a conversation, I'll set a timer. I'll say, okay, conversation, go. And within 2 minutes, they be arguing about something. Oh, my uncle, he's got a Super 10 transmission in a Mac, and it's the best thing since sliced bread was ever put with butter, or whatever. That's stupid shit they say. It's just like, it's like you can't, that's a great t-shirt, man. That is a great t-shirt. Fleet Nav, what's up, Fleet Nav? Fleet Nav says, yeah, Trucking Answers has a great channel. I think it starts at noon 30. Okay. Is that Central Time? I do enjoy it. I try to get over there every chance I get. Because he's educating truckers. That's the thing that I like about it is, he's honest about it and he just puts it out there like it is, And a lot of times, if people get to that channel before they go to, freaking, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a mega carrier, who's a Covenant Transport. Before they go to Covenant Transport, if they go see his channel, like, man, it could educate some people. And those questions, go to his website, download those questions if you're looking for a job. Because I'm going to tell you, you start asking those questions to carriers, and if they can't give you an honest answer, it's time to roll. And if they can't put it in writing, that's another thing I hate. Trucker Wild says Mark at Trucking Answers is golden. Yeah, man, it's a good show. Also, Trucker Wild is a good show. Check out Trucker Wild doing Amazon over there. Got him a Kenworth. Doing it big. Now the official sponsor of the show. Appreciate it. Ace in the house. What's up, Ace? Trucking Answers is the man over there. Lone Star Transport says, I use my Jake in the rain, but usually not in ice or snow, but depends on the situation. Yeah, same way here. You just got to feel it. If the roads feel a little slippery, probably wouldn't do the Jake brake, because you want to get all the brakes working at one time. You don't want the trailer to be outrunning the truck. That's the key thing you don't want. You don't want to get passed by your trailer. I don't know if they teach that in trucking school, but that should be something they teach. Never let your trailer pass you, especially on a freeway. It's just solid advice. I seen an XPO the other day in Madison in that snow. He had already wrecked. It was like the night before, I guess he had wrecked, but he turned that truck, a set of doubles. He turned it around facing the wrong way into traffic and then laid it down on its side. And I know he didn't go through the median because it was a concrete barrier for the median was a concrete barrier. So he turned that joker around and then laid it down. Or he laid it down and turned it. I don't know. Either way, I bet that was a hell of a ride. But that's the problem. See, his trailer's past him going down the freeway. That's how I am too, Lone Star. There you go. Lone Star's got a lot of experience. Take a little bit from that. Because there's something to be said there. Jake's in the rain. Yeah, I'm usually not too worried about him in the rain. Like I said, I never just drop Jake 3, I never go from 70 mile an hour to full-blown Jake 3, So, I like a subtle Jake brake when I do use it. I like, easing into the brakes a little bit. 32 in the house, 25 likes. Everybody get that like button going if you could. Trucker Wild says, hey, Lone Star. Yeah, everybody slap fives, get to know each other in here for sure. Fleet Nav rocks. Yeah, I've been over to that live at Fleet Navs. I need to get over there more. That too. I forgot to let everybody know. Fleet Nav has a show as well. Go check out Fleet Nav. Answers questions about geo tabs, and sometimes they have state troopers on over there, which I think is very interesting. You can ask a state trooper questions. Very interesting, and he is very smart and good at answering questions. Thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, no problem, Trucker Wild. That's stay positive, man. That's the key to it. Stay positive. Yeah, keep them coming, Wild. Exactly. I like following along with people, man. Especially people who are doing different things. Like as far as the truckers on YouTube that are doing Amazon, Trucker Wild's my Amazon go-to. If I want to know something about Amazon, I go over there because I know they're killing it. Trucker Wild says, Lone Star, let's get some cattle together, bro. I want to try that out without getting horse kicked. Yeah, I'd like to meet up with Lone Star one day and kind of do a ride along. You know what I mean? I'd like to see what that job entails. Now, I used to work at a stock barn Yeah, I've worked everywhere, man. I'm the only person I know. I've been fired from 2 jobs in one day. Think of that. 2 jobs I was fired from in one day. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the only 2 jobs I've ever been fired from. I've quit all the others. But I've had so many jobs, dude. But yeah, I worked on a dairy farm when I was in high school. Worked there for like 3 years. So been around cattle a lot, but as far as hauling cattle, I mean, I had a buddy that done it, but I never, never went along with him. Never really asked him about it a whole lot. Um, but yeah, I'd like to see what that job entails. Fleet Now says, "Wow, thanks for that, Trucker Wild." Yeah, Trucker Wild's a good guy. Check him out. DIY Semi still in the house. He says, "Sup, Trucker Wild." Trucker Wild TV says, "Hey, DIY, what's up?" Lone Star Transport, Wild, I have pulled hamstrings as we speak because one came after me. See, that's the thing, man. Um, you know, like it ain't when they're facing away from me that I'm worried about. It's when they're facing at me that I'm worried about. Um, and of course, working at a stock barn and being around cattle and stuff. I've had some crazy ones. I've had some crazy ones for sure. Um, but yeah, they it's when they turn at you like they're not afraid of you. That's when you got to watch. Ozzy says, "Good morning, Cash. Checking in from I-20. Dang, this place is getting busy. Busy. They got all these soccer moms coming in here. Got all these soccer moms coming in here to do something. Oh, there's my pillar. There's a pillar. Yeah, this place is getting busy. But I'm in the way and I don't care. I got nowhere to go. Oh, me. So it's already stopped raining. Is the storm over with yet? Got all these soccer moms coming in here. Got all these soccer moms. I'm at a test facility, like where they test consumer products. I used to do this. I did this in Minneapolis one time. I went in and tested some, those Gyarados or whatever they're called. They're like snack mix. They got like rye chips and little pieces of cracker and cookie in there. I went up there and tried those one time. They give me $80 to eat those and tell them what I thought. So that's a pretty good deal. Trucker Wow, oh my, Lone Star. Yeah, you gotta watch them, man. Some of them cattle get crazy. Let's see. Ace says, "When I was a trainer down there, every student I had wouldn't listen to me about using the jakes and ended up smoking the brakes and then blame my equipment used to piss me off." Yeah. Yeah, man. I trained at USA Truck for a minute, dude. It's not for me. Like these guys that do the training, I say more power to them. If you're going to be a trainer, though, you got to do it for the love of training. You ain't doing it for the money. Because let me tell you, the money ain't worth dying over. I had a guy, my last trainee, he argued with me about everything. I said, "Make sure you turn on your headlights." "Oh, no, I don't want to run on my headlights." I'm like, it's like on the first page of the freaking manual, dude, for the company. They want you to run with your lights on. "Oh, no, 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 no." I'm like, "All right, then, fine. You be that way. You be that way." Because, I was like, don't worry, because you ain't getting out of here early. I'm gonna drag this out as long as I can until you listen to me. I'm gonna break you like a horse, I promise. You know what I mean? Like, I do not have time. Like, yes, we both work for the same place, but let's face it, they put me in charge. You're the trainee, I'm the trainer. So I'm in charge. So, you know, as long as I don't have us doing anything illegal, what I say goes, is the way I always looked at it. But yeah, I don't know. He was following too close through a construction zone in Little Rock. And I told him to slow down. He said, "Oh, no, the cars are building up behind me. I don't want to slow down." I said, "Dude, you're doing reckless driving right now. Like if the cop sees you and clocks you, you're reckless driving in a construction zone. Good luck with your life." And he just kept on and kept on, and then he started riding some car's ass, and I was like, "Dude, you gotta slow down. Like if that car taps their brakes, your career's over and probably mine too." And he would not listen to me for anything. So when we made it over to Fort Smith, Arkansas, I told him we were going past that. We were going like out west. And I told him, I said, "I need to pull into the terminal and I pulled into the terminal and I went in and told the safety department, I said, I'd fire him right now. I wouldn't give him 2 minutes in a truck. And I explained to him what he was doing. And I don't know, it was USA Truck. They probably gave him a truck right then and made him employee of the month, you know. They used to hire anybody and everybody, but yeah, I told him he ain't going back on my truck. I said, you figure out what you want to do with him, but he ain't going back with me. Fleet Nav says, we got to run. Good seeing you all and hope to catch everybody at Trucking Answers. Have a good day. Yeah, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. Paul Harris says, crusty toes. Oh my God, dude. I took a picture of a man's feet in Taco Bell the other day. I'm going to put it up. I swear to God, I'll post it one day. I want to give it a minute though, because oh my God, dude. It's so gross. It's so gross, man. Makes you throw up in your mouth a little bit. Dude, he had on a set of flip-flops, and I swear that much of his foot was hanging off the back of the flip-flops. And those flip-flops, he looked like he'd had them since he was like 4 years old. Like, you know, that was the last present his grandmother gave him or something, and he refuses to change shoes. They were so old and crusty, and it was 37 degrees and raining, and he was out there with his crusty toes. Rick N says, for $16.80 a week, mega carriers would have to raise their freight rates. It's going to take insurance companies to let smaller companies bring on new drivers over experienced ones. I don't think mega carriers got to raise their rate to pay $16.80. I don't. I think the CEO might have to take a pay cut, but I don't think mega carriers got to take a pay cut, man. Like, $16.80 is not that much in trucking land. It's not. Like, you know, like, let's face it. If you would organize your company better, like Western Express, okay? They average like 1,500 miles a week over there when I was over there. That's what it said in their dispatch office. They had a big weekly average TV screen up there that was running the weekly averages. Their dry vans were averaging like 1,700 miles a week. It's because they're so unorganized. You know, and lease purchase is killing it too. You know, like companies don't care how many miles you get. As long as they make enough to pay their truck payment, they don't care about you. So, no, I don't think $16.80. I don't think no rates got to be raised to pay $16.80. I don't. I think some of the management might have to take a pay cut to make those numbers work. But and I don't ever see in $16.80 working. I'm just saying that's what I think it should be. Yeah, you can make that money on contract rates, man. Like, if you would organize, you know, if you would organize your company and run efficiently, yeah, it's not a problem. Trucker Wild again with the $99, man. Thank you so much. Paul Harris says, 12:30 for Trucking Answers today. Stay tuned. Live once a week. What a rookie, once a week. Yeah, once a week, man. He's like part-time over there. I guess he's going for quality over quantity. Let's see. Trucking Answers giving it a laugh. I don't know what these people went in there for. Like 50 people showed up. They all ran inside, got a piece of paper, and left. Maybe they went in there and got the COVID vaccine. Mark says, I'm snowed in Truckee, California. Oh, snowed in, son. Mark says, I'm 100% for unions. Biden needs to pass card check. No. I'm not for trucker unions. I'm just not. I mean, look at the Teamsters. The Teamsters got no power anymore, you know? And I don't agree with, I want freedom. I don't want more people telling me what to do with my time and my life. I want less people telling me what to do with my time and my life. Like I said, I think we need education more than we need anything. Because unions, just like I said with the union, you know, I was trying to point out how crooked they are. I said, if we're going to start a union, I want to be the president. And the first thing we need to do is buy a yacht, you know, because I need to have meetings on a yacht, you know, and that's how unions end up. Unions get greedy, and then they're not working for the people in the union, you know, it's all part of it. Trucker Wild cracking up. Marvin Jones says, love what you do. Yeah, exactly. Big props, Trucker Wild. Yeah, man, he got that 1,000. That's big time over there. It's big time. Marvin Jones says, me and my Army buddies picking up what you putting down. Keep doing it. All right, good deal. Yeah. Education, man. Education. That's how you don't get taken advantage of in trucking. You got to learn, man, or you'll end up at Western Express. You know, that's kind of what I did. That's how I ended up at Western Express. I didn't do my research, and I ended up over there like an idiot, and it cost me about a month of my life that I will never get back. Paul Harris says, I think it's drivers being desperate and the desire in the dire straits. Then you have predators paying 32 cents a mile. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Rick Ian says, maybe states should take away mega carriers' ability to train people to get CDL. Some people can get educated about rates, cost, and trucking economics. Yeah, I mean, I just think we need to, like, as truckers, we need to do it ourselves. I don't think we need a union. I think we just need to help educate each other, like the technology is there. Trucker Wild says, I was BA for local 465 and 282 for many years. Unions are good, but yeah, same here. I mean, unions have their place, and I do like unions, but you need to have, like, there's too many aspects of trucking to have one union. So then, you end up with a bunch of segregated unions. They don't have as much power, I just think we need to educate each other and help each other. Paul Harris says, my favorite truck is what the company gives me. Some recruiters boasting the engine horsepower and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, hey, it matters to some people, though, so that's why they do it. Trucker Wild said, we all need to help each other and bust some butt. Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to get driver pay and respect up, is all of us work together and, like, talk about it and, stuff like that. Mark says, start salary at 1,500, 1 to 3 years, 3 to 6 years, 2,000, 25, 10 years, 3,000. Yeah. See, I think 1,500 for the first 3 years. I think that's low. Like, I think, if I've got 3 years of experience in, I want to be making more than 1,500, honestly. But yeah, I wish they could pay $3,000 for 10 years experience. That's more like it. Paul Harris's pay hasn't increased in the past 11 years. To get pay raises, you have to switch companies. Yeah, I mean, and that's the key to it. Don't work for these low-paying, no-respect companies, and eventually they will either have to raise pay or go out of business. And, or they'll bring foreigners in from overseas and, piss on their head and tell them it's, it's a warm, gentle rain. Paul Harris says, Trucker Wild TV, 1,030 subs plus one day. There you go, man. There you go. Killing it. Mark says, who is getting the COVID vaccine? I'm getting COVID vaccine as soon as I can. I'm going to take all of them. I'm going to go over here and tell them I never had one. I'm going to get it. And then I'm going to get the one Pfizer put out. I'm going to get the one Johnson & Johnson puts out. I'm going to get the Russian one. I want them all, man. I want them all. You know what I mean? Let's see. Dale says, are you still live from yesterday? No, I'm not live from yesterday. I slept a solid 8.5 hours last night, man. Woke up refreshed. Ate some chicken, drank a Mountain Dew. I got me a 5-hour energy. I got the berry flavor. I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I wish I was. So my caffeine pills I ordered were stolen. Somebody stole my caffeine pills. The box says it was delivered. The box is not there. So apparently, I don't know if you're supposed to shake these or not. I do. But, yeah. That's the best flavor they got. Berry. That pink lemonade is rough. Let me tell you, don't get the pink lemonade. Night Ranger, great show yesterday. DIY Semi, yeah, he had a good show. If you guys did not see DIY Semi's live show yesterday, go check it out. Yeah, the guys from Fuel Ox on there. Great show. Sir Wilhelm of Yonderland says, what's your opinion on YouTube truckers that try to sell their advice on coaching calls? Uh, I mean, do what you can. Do what you can. I don't think it's worth it. I think there's smarter truckers giving away information for free on here, honestly. But if they can sell it and people will buy it, I'm an American. Capitalism. If they can get away with it, get away with it. I ain't hating on them. I don't think it's money well spent, but at the end of the day, I'm not privy to ever call, Some of them may, if you can call a guy and give him $50 for an hour of his information, you may save yourself thousands of dollars. But then again, you may cost yourself thousands of dollars, So I don't hate on them. If they can get away with it, get away with it. Let's see. Trucker Wild TV, smash that like button. Yeah, thank you for that. Thanks, Night Ranger. Yeah, that was a good show. Mark Early, not a chance. I'm getting it. Biscuit C in the house. My truck, my rules. Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it when I'm training, man. It's like, and I was training for the wrong reason. I was young, dude. I had been trucking for 6-7 months, and they made me a trainer. It was ridiculous, man. I did know enough, it wasn't like I knew I had a lot of experience, but I read that rule book and I knew that rule book, and I knew, you know what I mean? When I took my CDL test, I got 100% on it, The way I looked at it, if you miss any questions, it's like you could cost somebody their life and you could be responsible for it. So I took it very serious. But yeah, being a trainer, like I said, I was doing it for the wrong reason. I was doing it for the money. And, I told myself, I was like, instead of training these knuckleheads that won't listen to anything I say and think they can just go around doing whatever, instead of training them, why don't I just go to a company that pays better? That was my thought. And that's kind of when I woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm out. Paul Harris says, I had a great trainer at Covenant. He would let me use the GPS or Jake brakes. I learned to plan with paper map and how to run down a hill without Jakes. Later we used the Jakes and the GPS. Yeah. I mean, it's a crapshoot on trainers, man. You just never know what you're going to get. I had 2 different trainers. The first one was a great trainer, old guy, knew what he was doing. Really had his stuff together. The second one was a hot shot, not a hot shot trucker, like just a hot shot, hot headed, just dumbass. I mean, honestly, so I went with one guy 3 weeks. The first one, he went home for home time. I'm very thankful. I probably wouldn't even be in trucking anymore if it wasn't for him. He taught me enough to make me confident, but the second one didn't help me at all. And it's like, boy, I'm glad I wasn't stuck with him for the full 4 weeks. Night Ranger says, I was a union steel worker for over 20 years. They protect the worthless, worst workers. Good benefits, good pay, but I was breathing in hydrochloric acid and 100 other chemicals. Yeah, I was in a sheet metal workers union for a while. That was good. But the union kept wanting more and more and more and more and more from the company, and the company packed up and moved to Mexico. It's like, we're already getting paid way more than anyone else in the region. So why are we asking for more and more and more and more? Let's be happy with what we got. But the union has to justify themselves sometimes. And therefore they go and they ask for too much, and the company's like, no, and it just doesn't work. So, but then again, we wouldn't have been getting paid as good as we were without the union, I don't think. So it's a catch-22. It's a catch-22. Like I said, I'm kind of like, I'm pro-union and I'm anti-union at the same time. I like the benefits of the union, but I don't like the negatives of the union. Like you say, it protects the worthless, worst workers. And that's how you end up with bad management, because those people that know the union will protect them, they just hang around. They don't benefit, they don't work, they just hang around. And then after 10 or 15 years, they've been there longer than anyone else, and they end up in management. And then you got those kind of people in management, and nobody wants to work there. So, That's one of the downsides. But yes, great benefits. That's the good one. Trevor in the house says, you get a couple vaccinations, you won't need safety reflectors. You can stand behind the truck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like wearing these safety vests, you know. I want to get a few of those vaccines, that way I glow in the dark. Um, why not? Sir Wilhelm, thank you. Yeah, appreciate everybody coming in. Taylor Smith says, did you drink you a C4 and you'll feel like you could pull a trailer without a tractor? C4, I've seen the commercials for those. They're advertising those to me here lately. I have to check that out. Is that like a Bang Energy? Somebody was telling me about Bang Energy in here the other day. Night Ranger said, you look refreshed today, Cash. Did you hair and makeup person show up? Yeah. Yeah, I slept for about, I don't know. Like right after I got off here, I slept for about 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. Got up, made my delivery. Delivery was pretty easy. Made it with a 2-wheel dolly. Damn, those are better. I need some water. But yeah, made my delivery, slept, you know. Got up feeling good. Took me back to my Cisco days, delivering with a 2-wheel dolly. You know, and I did my makeup. I got to get out of here and get me a shower here in a minute, man. I ran hard this weekend, and yeah, it's time to get the scruff off and get the shower going. Let's see. I can't smell myself yet, though. You know, when you can smell yourself, you're pretty bad, but I can't smell myself yet, so I think I'm okay. Ozzy says, I took the rapid COVID test before my run and came out negative. Okay. Well, good for that. Man. I don't know if anybody else is going to take the vaccine or not. Most people I talk to are pretty negative about it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna take one in each arm at the same time. You know what I mean? Let's see. And I was going to ask somebody, does open mouth kissing of an old lady with COVID, does that count as a vaccine? Oh, I gotta get this. Hey, did anybody stick around through that? Appreciate you. Sorry, had a call by the load there. Got somebody wanting a favor. I need a favor. I love when they call with favors, don't you? I say, yes, let me do you a favor. Favor. I got a load, I don't know, trying to get $900 out of it. I told them I wanted $900. It's 130 miles with deadhead. So basically it picks up right here where I'm at and goes over to Springfield, Massachusetts. I think that's what it said. Springfield, Massachusetts. Yeah. They're at 700. I told them I'd do it for 900, so we're waiting. Got to call the customer. You know how it is. Got to call the customer. Let's see. Rick in. The union I'm in is a waste of money. Yeah, some of them are, man. Some of them are rough. Let's see. Torrance the Trucker says, got a great load out of Kenton, Ohio, going to Orlando for 4 G's. Good deal. Yeah, my rate per mile is going to be ridiculous this week if I get this load for $900. What is that? I didn't even do the math on it. You know, I just know we're in a good freight market and it's bad weather coming, so I bumped the price up a little bit. But at $700 for 130 miles, that's $538 a mile. Which isn't great on a 130 mile run, you know, because that's going to take up my whole day for $700. So that's why I told them let's go 900. You know, yeah, that's like $7 a mile if I can get it for 900, and that's about what it should be, honestly. You know, because that's gonna, you know, whenever you're doing a short load like that, you can't really go by the per mile because, you have to keep in, you know, and like. They want it picked up today and delivered today, so then I got to find somewhere to park, and then, You know what I mean? It turns into a whole thing. It turns into a whole thing. So, you know, like on a short run like that, I do it by the day. You know, I need about 900, 800. I probably do it for 8. You know, if they meet me in the middle at 800, I'd probably go for that. Let me see here. 800, that's like $6 a mile. 6.15 a mile. I'd probably do it for that. I could probably do it for that. Let's see. But yeah, that's a pretty good rate. I don't know what you're gonna do coming out of Orlando. You know, maybe. I mean, it's still a good rate though, because if that's 1,000 miles from Ohio to Orlando, if you do, say you can get like $1.50 a mile, you know, you deadhead back up toward Georgia or something like that. You know, I mean, maybe you got connections in Florida. That's the key to Florida. You need to try to get some connections down there. And I'm not saying you're going to get $3 a mile out of Florida. I'm just saying if you got some connections down there, you don't have to wait forever on a load. And you can probably get like $1.50, maybe $1.75 a mile. But like I say, trucking's all about averages. And if you can get $1.50 out of there, you know, if you get $1.50, okay, so let's do $1.50 plus $4 a mile. That's $5.50 if you add those two together. Divided by 2. Did I do that right? Hang on a second. 4 plus 1.5, that's 550 divided by 2. Yeah, you're averaging 275 a mile doing that, you know. And that's if you can get 550 or if you can get $1.50. Let's say you get $1 coming out of there, you're still at 250. You know, you're not getting killed. You're not getting killed. That's the key. Like, okay, so I was looking at loads back to Minnesota from here. They're paying like 2,200. That's let me see, 2,200 divided by 1,500 miles. That's like $1.50. Now I came in at a good rate, so $1.50 wouldn't break my heart. You know, I'd still have a good average. But you know, I'm going to do this little short run for $800 to go 100 miles. That way, it kind of raises my average, you know, to get back to Minnesota. Now, I don't like splitting them up like that, but this weekend run was really quick, so I've got time to get back to Minnesota for a weekend run. So I got a little time. Ozzy says, quick question. As for OTR trucking, what would be your preferred truck specs to buy? The truck I have right now, Freightliner Cascadia, DD15, DT12 transmission, a really high gear ratio in the back. I got a 241 back there right now. And when I say a high, I mean a low number. Gear ratio with a low number, but that's considered a high ratio. So I got 241 rears, and I would probably go. I like this, but I might go like a 264 rear end just to help on the heels a little bit. But honestly, I'm not in the hills a whole lot, and I got a 12-speed transmission, so I let the transmission, you know, find the right gear. But yeah, that's what I would do. Freightliner Cascadia Evolution I, with like a 240, 264. I think they make a 256 rear end. But I was somewhere in there. That's me all day. Lone Star, were those 12 cases worth more than the rate you got to get them there? Hell no. Hell no, man. I'm going to say that freight retail. Actually, I know what that freight was worth. Hell, they sell it in the store. I know the price. I buy it all the time. That was probably worth about $2 a pound. Let's go high end and say $4 a pound. Now, some of it was generic. That's the thing about it. Half of it was name brand, half of it was generic. So let's say $3 a pound. It was maybe $1,500 worth of freight. $1,500 worth of freight, boss. The lady told me it was the most expensive stuff ever because of the way they had to ship it. And I was like, yeah, I bet it is. I was like, because I know what I'm getting on it. And I'm getting money. So, yeah. Gus, I think you're the shooting star. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Torrance says deadhead to Georgia. Yeah. Sometimes Georgia's just as bad, though. The last time I was in Florida, I think I deadheaded all the way to Nashville. you know, because I was looking for a load back to Minnesota. And yeah, I mean, it like loads out of Georgia to Minnesota were paying like $2,000, 2,500. I did hit it all the way to Nashville and got 2,200 to go back to Minnesota. So it was like I was going to be driving the miles either way. I'd rather deadhead and get the same amount of money for half the loaded miles, you know, because loaded miles are harder on equipment. Paul Harris says, be safe in Springfield. It's a Homer Springfield. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch where you at no matter what's going on these days. I don't know if we'll get that load or not. Hopefully we will. We'll just have to wait and see. You know, sometimes places like that, they think they're paying good, like $700 a day, you know, and I'm like, you can't go by the rate per mile, you know. I'm like, it goes because I'm like, you're gonna take up my whole day. And that's the key to me. You take up my whole day, and you know, it's like $900, 20% of that's $180. So what, $720 to me or to the truck? You know, it's not a crazy rate for a day, $720. I mean, $720. Yeah. Gus says I'm working like 10 miles away from you. Oh man, I'll honk the air horn. See if you can hear me. Oh man, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna find me a truck stop or something. I'm gonna get out of here. But take care of each other out there. Thanks everybody for super chats, Trucking Answers, Trucker Wild. Check them out. Who else was in here? A lot of good people in here. Lone Star Transport, thank you for coming in. Rick in, now a moderator for sure. Sir Wilhelm of Yonderland, great name. Thanks for coming in. Bernie Sands in the house. Paul Harris, Biscuit C, DIY Semi. Appreciate all you guys coming by and checking out the show. Fleet Nav, Trucking Answers, Brian O'Shea. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for all the thumbs up and all the super chats. Trucker Wild, you the man. Thank you. Take care of each other, guys. Later.